And here's the thing. I already knew the answer. Most women, right, 90% plus are going to want the security of one man. You guys are not designed and or enjoy or want to have sex with a lot of different people. So here's the thing that ladies got to understand. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm just going to simply state some facts here. Sex, indiscriminate sex ruins women. It is what it is. And we have the stats to show it from a biological level, right? So I will say this. Can you take a woman that has a promiscuous past and turn her into a wife? It's possible. Is it probable? No, because the reality is this, and they've done studies on this. They've shown the more partners a woman has sexually, the higher the likelihood of divorce, not being able to last in a relationship, etc. And levels of unhappiness go up, whatever it may be. So all I'm saying is this. When you go through your hoe phase and you have, sex with multiple partners, what you're effectively doing is you're playing Russian roulette, okay, with your ability, right, to pair bond with guys in the future. And there's a bunch of studies that show this too, okay? So the high success rate, however, the marriages that do last the most are with women that have lower partner counts. I think it's under 5. Under 5 will seem to be the one. And we're gonna do a full breakdown on this with Rolo Tomasi, by the way, guys, more than likely next week, because we had a bunch of TikTokers talking shit, so we got to debunk some things. But I don't want to go into full details. We're gonna cover it next week. But this is just for the ladies here, right? Because women release a chemical called oxytocin when they have sex, which it makes them bond with the person that they're hooking up with, which is why women prefer to have sex with one person, okay, consistently. All right. And then also, you guys might not like me saying this, but sexual gratification for a woman isn't that important. That's your argument that you were saying before. Well, how do you know if you're actually getting good dick? Because you don't know.
You pointing at me?
But no, well, the body. And I know a couple of you guys had mentioned that. The reality is this: only one ejaculation is needed to create life, and it ain't yours, ladies. Okay. And the other thing too is that men provide way more utility than just sex. Think about it. Before a man can even fuck you, he's got to bring certain things to the table. He's got to look good. He's got to be attractive. He's got to be confident. He's got to make money to a degree that's, acceptable for you. Yeah. He's got to be ambitious, whatever it may be. Some girls have higher standards. Some girls have lower standards, but it doesn't matter. You guys have standards and you have a metric of attraction triggers that you need filled before you fuck with a guy. So the guy, by the time he's fucking you, has already done the work. So let's be honest here. Yeah, you just want the cherry on top, but it's not required because women are aroused from the head, not necessarily from getting head. They're aroused more from dealing with the guy, his actions, the way he acts, whatever it may be. Girls get off from a cognitive level. This is why women love to read fiction books. This is why the movie 50 Shades of Grey, actually the book 50 Shades of Grey was a bestseller for so long. Women love their imagination. They need to get it in their head. I always say women fall in love through their ears, men fall in love through their eyes. That's why niggas lie and girls wear makeup. It is what it is, right? So a woman's ejaculation isn't that important. And then also, I understand that having your hoe phase and, right in the CC as we call it here in the manosphere, whatever it may be, or just having your fun, right? Going out, dating multiple guys, having sex with multiple guys. Cool, it's fun. But what they don't tell you is the dark side of that. A lot of these girls drink themselves to sleep, are on anti-anxiety medication, have depression, etc. Sex does have, indiscriminate sex does have long-lasting effects on women long-term when it comes to finding a man and getting married in the future. And here's the thing. We know a big predicator on female happiness is family and children. So why would you take that risk and put yourself in a bad spot where you won't be able to enjoy that happiness in the future? Because let's be honest here. If you have a past, it's going to disqualify you from a lot of men for marriage.
If
it just
they
is.
know about it. I was gonna say, how do you?
No, that's true. That's true.
Unless you go to a different country. Unless you just have to be 100%.
And that's true. We've actually talked about this on the pod. Like, if a girl, I came up with a whole strategy. If a girl's like involved in the sex industry, how she can get out of it and put herself in the best position. But the point I'm trying to make is, if the man finds out, it is going to disqualify you from a large majority of men. And that's something that I want women to understand, that you can have your fun now, but it might come at the cost of you crying later by yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you're not in Miami Beach going, woo, whatever, and you're by yourself with your fucking cat drinking wine saying, damn, why can't I get a boyfriend, or why can't I keep a guy? And there's so many women that are, in their mid-20s to early 30s, whatever it may be, invest in Chewy niggas, that don't know why they can't get a guy, because we lie to women and tell them, no, have your fun, have your whole face, whatever. A man will be there waiting for you at the end. Yes, they're correct. A man will be waiting there at the end, but it's not going to be a man that you respect, that you want to spend the rest of your life with. That's the truth. Losers are going to be waiting for you there, because men that have options and that have status or are somebody, a lot of the time, are not going to subject themselves to a girl that has a past.
So why do all the big rappers date all the hoes?
I will answer that here in a second.
Kanye West married Kim Kardashian.
I'll answer that here in a second. So
some shit.
Okay, because and then the head example. You were talking fresh about, hey, what if you have your girl and she's giving you bad head? Wouldn't you want to experience something else? Well, sex for men and women isn't the same. If a guy fucks other girls, he can still love his girl the same. If a woman fucks another dude, she doesn't love her guy at all. Men and women are very different when it comes to sex.
Yeah, I think women, if you have a guy that has a small dick and you love him, you don't really give a fuck about his having a small dick. You don't give a fuck.
There.
But to be fair,
I just gotta finish my point real quick. So because you mentioned Kim Kardashian, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
No, just to be fair regarding the head thing.
Yeah.
If it's my girl, I guess tell her to use no teeth. That's just
a trainer.
Like a trainer. Yeah, so.
I want to hear about Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
and all the rappers and all the athletes that run through all the fucking
that's the key.
Bitches that's ran through everybody.
What was the word that you used? Run, right?
Run through.
Run through. What does run mean? In motion, not stopping.
Well, he married her.
Yeah.
So in his mind, that was his end.
No, well, here's the thing though. You got to remember that women like Kim Kardashian, and we've talked about this before about bringing it up. Women like Kim Kardashian, Nicki Minaj, fucking Cardi B, whatever.
Sierra.
It's very scary that a lot of women look at them as like role models, and they're gross exceptions to the rule. Most women are not going to be able to have a sex tape with an R&B star, suck his dick on camera, fuck him, and still be able to land a high value man at the end of the day. The thing is this, what they're not telling you is Kim Kardashian had money. What they're not telling you is that her dad was a famous lawyer on the OJ defense team.
Yeah.
What they're not telling you is that she came from wealth and she already had connections in place that there was no way she was going to fail.
Right.
So for me to tell a girl, yeah, go ahead and look up to Kim Kardashian. She's a great example of you being able to be successful using your sexuality. That is terrible advice. And most women are going to fail flat on their face and literally destroy themselves when it comes to the marriage market with most guys. So she's a terrible example. Cardi B got lucky, was a former stripper, was able to turn around and everything else like that. And it's funny because she says, I don't cook, don't clean, but still got a ring. And then Offset has her on camera actually cooking and cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? It's cap. And this is entertainment. It's the music industry. They lie to you and tell you guys, city girls, we up, blah, blah, blah. But what they're not telling you is the negative consequences that men aren't going to take you seriously. And just like you mentioned with these rappers running through girls, that's the key word. They run through these girls and they don't take them serious long term. Now, Kanye West, as far as him getting with Kim Kardashian, that was a bad move. He wifed up, and he's a perfect example of what happens when you wife up a girl that isn't worth wifing. She failed several marriages, relationships. She had kids with him. That's the real reason why he wants her back, is because of the kids. You know what I'm saying? She divorced 4 times, and she actually went on her show and cried, I'm a failure. Because I always say it, guy game is, can you attain the girl? Girl game, can you retain the guy after you fuck him? And most girls can't retain the guy.
Okay, so you could be a hoe, but just have money.
No.
My thing is this. You could
be a rich hoe.
Listen, but here's the thing though. You know what? Did you see our episode with Selena Powell?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so we did an episode with Selena Powell, right? If you guys don't know, very famous. She's on OnlyFans.
Yes,
she's fucked a bunch of celebrities, whatever it may be. She's a multimillionaire. Has a lot of money. But she even said, I don't give a fuck about money. This is not self-gratifying. Like, I want a family and children. And she's 28, right? At some point, you're going to get the baby bug. You're going to want a family. Because what did I say earlier? A large predicator in female happiness and fulfillment is children and a family. Yeah. A large predicator in male happiness is being successful, earning a living, and then taking care of said family, right? But a family is not as important for a man as it is for a woman. Women are social creatures, okay? First, that's why you look at nursing, daycare, whatever. They're the predominant employees. Why? Because women are interested in people.